Pain, 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 pain. So this is part two to my saga about ketchup and my misadventures of it. If you haven't seen part one, you should go check that out before you watch this one. There's some key details in there. Okay, now let's get to it. Last time we left off, we had two people join the ketchup cult, and let's call them Jerry and Jerry today. Jerry 1 was making it rich. He was having me ketchup every day. About 7 to 10 every day. Now, Jerry 2, on the other hand, never really gave me any ketchup. Was getting in debt a lot for making crimes against ketchup humanity, like breaking ketchup, murdering ketchup and other ketchup, and other many other crimes. Um, so around this time, we're like, let's make it a joke. Ketchup debt. Yeah, he got in a lot of ketchup debt. He got around, I think, 1,000 in total, just in a span of 3 months from last time we left off. And it was not okay. And around this time, we also had another person join in. We'll call him Tom. Tom joined in and immediately saw our ketchup facade and was like, I want to join. So he made the arrangement. He handed me ketchup, and everything was all right. Now, we started doing weird things. Like, he became the ketchup lawyer because Jerry 2 was getting in so much trouble. And Tom wanted to help him out of the hole. So they did that. We got around zero. They got around zero ketchup, which is fine. All right, I don't care. And around that time too, we had another person join from a different school. Let's call him Fred. Fred came by every other day from a different school. Me and Fred have been friends for a very long time. Um, we've been friends since elementaries. We had to go to different high schools because of where we lived. But he came on and catched up every other day, and he saw my ketchup thing. That was weird, crazy. So he joined. I mean, why wouldn't you join? It doesn't hurt anyone. You're not breaking any major laws against it. But he joined, and we started marking territory. Now schools usually have windows. They're just normal. Our school has windows, and with those windows, there's little lid seals that you could put like a drink on. Every window had them. It was really tall. It was like as tall as two two floors up and down. Now we would throw ketchup and just land it there, and we say that's our ketchup territory. Now it was fun and all. One time the custodians took it down and we put it right back up. Now it's weird that we're doing this, but like, it's school. No one really cares. So we got some of the other school ketchup, which I made it way more worth the while. Now we started making money because they started changing the ketchup brand. There's fancy ketchup, Hunt's ketchup, and other school ketchup. Fancy was around 3. It's worth 3 ketchup. One ketchup is worth 3. Hunt's, lowest of the barrel, sucks. Bad. It's worth 1. Other schools' ketchup is worth 2. Now, we started doing ranking. Jerry 1 was obviously second. Then it was Fred. Then it was Tom. Then it was Jerry 2. Because after he got out of debt, he never really contributed a lot. He would always forget, couldn't remember where it is. Now, we're getting hefty loads of ketchup, and as you may recall, I started putting them in a duffel bag. In a one duffel bag, that's it. I can't remember exactly what I said for the pounds it weighed, but I think I said like around 10 to 15, 5 to 15, one of those. Soon enough, we got around 20 pounds. Now, you may think, well, that's not a lot. You spent half the year and got 15 pounds. Well, that was in the span of 1 month to 2 months. And then we kind of just had to lay low for a bit because the school didn't serve ketchup for a while. There was no ketchup ever. We could never find the ketchup. Now, of course, I was the one with all the ketchup. I had a bag in my backpack and a duffel bag full. The duffel bag wasn't completely full. I could fit a few more in there, a few more layers. So we started just hanging low for a bit because there was no ketchup. Then when the ketchup was back, we grabbed around 10 each. That's around 40 ketchup. 40 ketchup per day. That's a lot. Soon enough, the duffel bag got full, and, well, I didn't know where to put more ketchup. I was running ideas. I wanted to keep them all in one spot. But I had nothing bigger than that duffel bag. I mean, I had a suitcase, but we were going on a family trip soon, and I couldn't really fill that with ketchup. And without this, none of my family members knew about it when I was this age. Um, so, yeah, they never knew. And then one day after school, my mom comes in and is like, Painter, what are you doing with all this ketchup? I was just looked at her confused. I was like, what do you mean, ketchup? You know I don't like ketchup. Side note, I hate ketchup. Hate the taste, hate the smell, hate the flavor. Man, I hate it so much. But, easy collect. Back to the story. And she's like, I know about your duffel bag full of ketchup. Now, what did you do with it? I'm like, okay. So you know about the ketchup. It's for funsies. And we're gonna throw it away at the end of the year. Maybe. We haven't really thought that far. And I was panicking so hard. I didn't know what to do. I told Jerry, and Tom and Fred about this. Actually, not Fred because Fred started not showing up again. Kind of just hanged out with himself for a bit. But I told Jerry, and Tom about this, and I started to freak out. She didn't throw it away, but she didn't like it. Now, if you're a parent or a kid, think about a duffel bag full of ketchup that weighs around 20 pounds. You may not think that's a lot, but that's like a small child. So, yeah, I didn't get in trouble. She just said if I get caught, she would just act like she didn't know about it. Which I think my mom to this day. But that made me scared. I had to lie to her. But you should never lie to your parents. Never. But I said we only collect 1 to 3 ketchup a day. When in hindsight, we were collecting around 7 to 10. So I told the boys to lay low. 1 to 3. And we did for about 2 months. Now you may be thinking, all these months, that doesn't add up to a full school year. Or even, it's past the school year. Well, I'm just saying months at this time. It was around 1. I think. Anywho, It's around March, the beginning of March. And I just was just like, you know what? We have 3 more months left. Let's make this big. I told the boys, you know what? We're done. Grab what we used to grab. We are getting to that 30 pounds, my guys, at the end of the 3 months, at least. Maybe 50. And we started collecting it again and again. Turned out great. And that's where I'm going to end it for today. Part 3 will come out soon. Oh no, I really had to find a good time to place it. I'm trying to spread these episodes out. Yeah. I'll probably be done in like 2 months. Meh. Well, if you enjoyed this, stick around. And hey, this is the only time I've ever asked, but if you're enjoying this, you should subscribe. Hit that red button. That's the only time I'll be asking that for a while. Stay weird and paint on.